Doing the apprenticeship, it's completely changed my trajectory of my life and my career. Before then, I was a legal secretary and there wasn't much scope for me to progress. Whereas since doing a payroll qualification, I've been able to progress up the bandings in my own firm. There's scope, to go even further than that, and there's scope to do more qualifications. And I never thought I would be at a point in life where I could honestly and openly say I love my job, and that for me is the best part about it. So I've always been a really practical learner, so having the opportunity to sort of learn and put it into practice every day in my job is a help to me in retaining all the knowledge as well. If I'm being honest, I found out of it by accident. I actually applied for a support role at Armstrong Watson, and when I went for the interview, they brought up the apprenticeship, and of course I jumped at it because anything where I can further my knowledge and my education is a bonus. Armstrong Watson are brilliant at providing and time for us to study. So Armstrong Watson as a firm provide 1 day a week for the duration of the apprenticeship for us to study. So that has really helped with the coursework side of it. There is an aspect of on a night time doing some bits as well, but I tried to do the main part of my learning for that week in that 1 day, and then I've got 4 days to do the rest of my job, and it's such a great help having an employer that allows us to do that. 100%. Yeah, it's hard work and there's a lot of work and effort has to go into it, but it's the best decision I've made, 100%. So much. Before completing the apprenticeship, never in a million years would I think I'd be able to do anything like what I do now in my job or even in my personal life. Through doing the apprenticeship, it's sort of given me that boost and that confidence to go, no, you can do this and you're going to be good at it. And so I try and take that forward into everything, not just my job. It sort of, for me, it validated that there wasn't just the one route. I didn't have to go to university to pursue a career in payroll or anything like that. And that for me is the beauty of it, because there is that option. Bar completing it and passing, obviously, I always remember there's the one client I was setting up her payroll on our systems, and she made the comment that if I was able to provide that level of service and care as an apprentice, she knew that she'd made the right move to come work and bring her payroll to Armstrong Watson. And that for me sort of validated, yeah, this is what you meant to do and you're on the right path. So much. There's so many topics that you always have to be on top of, and the different legislation, things like that is so interesting. But in terms of rewarding, for me, it's the clients. Working in a bureau setting, I deal with so many different people from different walks of life, and just being able to help them in some small way, it's the best thing ever. Yeah, 100%. It's sort of my first port of call. If I'm not quite sure on something, I'll go online, I'll see if there's a webinar or an article about it, and 9 times out of 10, I get the answer I'm looking for. That applied not only when I was doing the apprenticeship, but even since then. Again, if I'm not quite sure, I'll always head to the CIPP website first.